back again, maybe have a little bit of an answer to something. Me and Christian obviously have been talking lots about things, and he feels that a mudslide happened and then covered up the fact that California was an island. When you look at this lake, Lake Corcoran, it was enormous. And I don't know, I put a little video on, it's only a few minutes long, but this was an enormous lake. And now it is the Salton Sea. What's left is the Salton Sea, which we did a video the other day. So it's part of that one there as well. This one here, which is part of the Salton Sea. So it sort of goes from this and then to the Salton Sea. But anyway, they asked me to go and have a look at this. Anyway, I was just looking through that, and then, of course, comes this lake. An ancient lake. It's not there anymore. Most of it's dried up. But look at the size of the lake. It's enormous, isn't it? And kind of cuts out of California. And would kind of make California look like an island. And there's the Salton Sea here. That's what's left. And there's the big lake, which goes all the way around here. Obviously, that water's not there anymore. But what I was wondering was, because obviously I look at the older maps, which we're going to get to in a minute. Back to that huge lake. There's the maps. Now, a lot of these old maps, they don't ever fill the top part of it off. So you can't work out whether that's a lake. Maybe that's what it was. It was a lake in there. And yeah, there was a lake. And that would make California look a bit like an island. On these maps here, let's go back to the map here. They don't finish the maps off up here. So you can't tell this bit, and I know it's open here, whereas it isn't here. But is this what they're really talking about? This great big lake which isn't there anymore, and where the bottom part of it now is the Salton Sea, and you can see where the lake went right the way around there. What's your thoughts then? That maybe it was a great big lake, not a sea, not an opening, and it is a little bit incredible to think that this huge amount of water is called a lake, and yet when you get up here, it's turned into the Salton Sea, and this is a tiny little thing, and it's inland, and now it's called the Salton Sea, when it actually was a big lake, and the Salton Sea is down here somewhere. Don't you think that's really crazy that that body of water is called a lake? And where are we? So in this one here is called a sea. Just adding that bit in. I just decided to add this bit because I thought, well, if I'm going to put in that maybe it was a lake, when did it disappear? It says the lake existed between about 758 and 665,000 years ago, and the clay deposited rates include that the lake lasted for 50 to 100,000 years. Disposition, that's it, yeah. Rates incite that the lake lasted 50 to 1,000 years. So maybe it was mud that covered it up then. The wetlands and marshes in southern San, wherever that is, Valley, California, United States, after lake disappeared in the 17th. There you go! That lake disappeared in the 17th century. That one. So it was this, then it's that, and then it's the Salton Sea. There was a lake there. So let's have a look at how big the other lake was. So I can find the lake. So there's this lake. It says ancient lake. The blue is the maximum level, and 5 miles below the high, I can't read what that says. I have tried to blow it up. So that was its highest level. So the Salton Sea is part of that ancient lake. This was not as big as the other lake, was it? The one at the big one we're talking about. You know, that's just an area down here, and that's well, it's called Lake Clyde, but it's the Corcoran lake. That's what it's known as. But it was called Lake Clyde. Now it has a different name. I'm going to look at some pictures. Look at all that. That was built a long time ago. The water hasn't risen there, although it's blocked off and some of the windows do look quite low. Well, now I've gone back to look up Lake Clyde. Now it talks about Lake Corcoran. So it's obviously the same thing, just got different name. Doesn't really show that much, but yes, it's always the same, isn't it? Just another piece of jigsaw puzzle, and leads you into another rabbit hole. But anyway, oh, what does that say there? No, it doesn't say that. Anyway, I just wanted to show you. It's just so confusing, isn't it? Clyde. Anyway, just adding that bit in. It now could have had another name. Yes. It almost is. It's in the right place, isn't it? For, you know, these maps. These maps. That lake is in the right place. See? What's your thoughts then? Maybe it was a lake that's dried up and not to do with California being an island. I mean, they don't finish the maps up a lot up here, but okay, that bit is sealed, whereas they've actually got it coming out. But it's the same place. What's your thoughts then?